Hello, all. Today we will be uncovering the Old Testament before the red pens came out, the Old Testament before the editors got picky, the Septuagint version, aka the early Christian Old Testament. If you've only ever seen the modern Protestant Old Testament, you've basically seen the abridged edition, the one where several books were quietly escorted out like they de-spilled wine on the theological carpet. But the earliest Christian Old Testament, oh honey, it was thick. It was Greek. It was extra in the best possible way. The Septuagint LXX, the version used by early Christians, wasn't just scripture. It was a spiritual library, a cosmic anthology, a director's cut of the Hebrew Bible. Here's what it included. 1. The Torah, Pentateuch. These 5 books are the same in every tradition. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, no drama here. Everyone agrees on these. 2. Historical books. The Extended Universe Edition, the Septuagint, includes all the familiar historical books plus some extras. Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1, 2, 4 Kingdoms. Your 1 to 2 Samuel plus 1 to 2 Kings. 1 to 2 Chronicles. 1 Esdras extra, 2 Esdras, different from the later Latin one, Ezra, Nehemiah, Tobit extra, Judith extra, 1 to 4 Maccabees extra. The Maccabees alone could be their own Netflix series. 3. Wisdom and Poetry. Now, with bonus material, the Septuagint includes Psalms, Proverbs, Job, Ecclesiastes, Song of Songs, Wisdom of Solomon, extra. Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, extra. Prayer of Manasseh, extra. Wisdom of Solomon is basically ancient spiritual sass. Sirach is your grandmother's advice column in scripture form. 4. Prophets, same crew, different order. The Septuagint includes all the major and minor prophets, but arranged differently. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Baruch, extra. Ezekiel, Daniel, with extra sections, Susanna, Bel, and the Dragon, the Prayer of Azariah, the 3 Holy Children, these editions, are pure mythic gold. So what makes the Septuagint Old Testament special? It's older than the Hebrew Masoretic text. The Septuagint predates the standardized Hebrew Bible by centuries. It includes more books. These later became known as the Apocrypha or Deuterocanon. It was the Old Testament used by Jesus, Paul, and the early church. The New Testament quotes the Septuagint frequently. It shaped early Christian theology. This is why the earliest complete Christian Bible, Codex Sinaiticus, uses it. In short, the earliest Christian Old Testament was the Septuagint, a larger, richer Greek language collection that included books and editions later removed by some traditions. It was the spiritual library of the early church. So that's the Old Testament in its original, unabridged glory, big, bold, and beautifully messy. A reminder that early faith wasn't narrow or edited. It was a whole library of voices, visions, and wild divine storytelling. May your own spiritual path be just as expansive. May you explore freely, question boldly, and trust the stories that speak to your soul. And remember, you're allowed to read beyond the final cut. Thanks for watching. DPC.